But again, we do agree that that vetting process again is you then deciding if this woman is fit to be called your wife, if this woman is fit to take your name as as a last name.
Yeah.
So now there are some certain things that we are human beings that we would just like expect, even if sometimes it might not be realistic, but we are human beings. We have this sort of like these expectations in our heart, even if we don't speak it out, right? You expect, oh, if I'm going to be with this woman, oh, she's going to have my children, we're going to raise a home together, or she's going to do this and that. And again, she's probably expecting that, okay, if I marry this man, he should be able to provide for myself and our children that we'll have in the future. He should be able to bring balance to the home. She should be able to, have that emotional presence, have that leadership skills, So these things, for me, I think nobody's doing, you don't get in marriage before you start doing things of marriage, right? You have this time that you know this person, that you court this person, that you date this person. You know if this person is truly fit for you. This is the reason why I say sometimes some people get clouded. These signs are there from the onset. Is this woman fit for you? Are you fit for this woman? But sometimes we get carried away by the not so important things. Like what I said in our previous episode, where you're looking at the outer features of the woman instead of the internal features, like the brain, the way she thinks, her stance on some certain pressing issues, or her stance on family orientation, like family, all of those things. But some people overlook all those things because let's look at it. If you're with a girl or you're with a woman, you're getting serious with her. You're not, see, whether we agree or not, you're not going to be like, you know what, don't wash my clothes, don't clean my house until I marry you. That's when you do these things. When you're already used to not doing these things, you're not just going to marry tomorrow and all of a sudden you just flip to doing these things. Okay. That is one of the things. There are some women now, they will say, oh, but when we were dating, I was not doing this thing. What makes you think that now that we're married, I'm going to do it? Because I've never done it. It has never been a problem with you. It has never been an issue for you. You get my point? There are some, I've come across countless women talking about this. I was like, oh, when we were dating, I never did this. So why is it all of a sudden I just married, because we're married now, he expects me to do this? So from the angle that you're looking at it, if a lady have never done all these things from this man, then what makes you think because this man have just given her the ring that she's now automatically going to start doing all those things? That's when you see some women that will say, oh, I don't want to be a slave to a man. Because let's assume you're dating this woman for about 2 years. She's never cooked for you.
Yeah.
She's never cleaned she come visit you, she see that everywhere is rough. She've never said, babe, come on, this house is looking filthy, let's tidy it up. She've never done it, right? She've never raised a finger. Even maybe when she come visit you, she having nice acrylic nails on. You say, oh, babe, can you help me make my, after they would do the they say, oh, let's make the bed. The girl be like, oh, I can't hold the bed sheet with my nails.
Yeah.
And you are the guy, do this. Then after you then marry this woman, you say, do that. She is going to turn around and tell you, but this is how I'm like when we were dating. I never done all these things. So why are you expecting me to do it now? I never cooked for you. I never cleaned. I never did this. I never did that. So if you're saying marry a woman first before she do the wife thing, that is yourself as a man setting yourself for failure.
Okay.
Because that marriage is going to break as fast as you get in it.
Quickly, yeah. Let me break it down to you. Yeah. Let me break it down to you. The women that get divorced, the women that get married, it's not the good ones, it's the bad ones. You know why? Because let me finish. One sec. Just calm down.
So your wife is a bad one.
No. I'm just saying. There's a woman that been married 6 times, 6 divorce. 6 times, 6 divorce, and there's a lot of women that still struggling to get married to them. The reason why I said that, why I said that is because the quality of men is dropping. It's not because, let me finish. Let you finish. The quality of men is dropping. The issue of this society today is not even the women. Like everyone claims the women. No. Let me finish. No, it's not a different topic. When you were speaking, everyone speaking. You always go to debunk because it's Let me finish. The point we were making in the first place is that is it okay for you to do duty that you not have the title? And that's my argument. You shouldn't. So my point point is, he came up and said, "This is the reason why men are heading towards failure." And I says, "No, because if you think about it, yeah, divorce rate is going up. So are you telling me that there's not good women? There are good women because men is not looking for the good women. What triggers men is different, and the women that understand these things, they play that role to suit the man and trick him to wife them, because the men are not looking for the right thing. I don't expect a woman to come cook for me, clean for me, if I know she's a good wife, because when I talk to you, I can tell from that. From talking stage, I can think about if we're going to be if you're going to be my girlfriend. From being my girlfriend, without you even moving your finger, I can think about if you're going to be my fiancé or even my wife. I'm not expecting you to cook and clean for me to prove any point. Let me explain something to you. When I was back home in Nigeria, I was in Africa, right? And this is the funny thing. The reason I've been around girls, there's something a girl did. Yeah, it wasn't cooking, cleaning that would make me feel she's different, right? I went out. Right, didn't come back. She stayed awake. Right, our room is like 5 blocks away from mine. She stayed outside and waited till I got home, till I get through. I wasn't gonna go to her room. I was gonna slightly walk past, and she saw me walking past, coming back later around 1-2 in the morning, and she says, "I couldn't sleep because you're not back." And like, what the fuck? Because no one ever showed me that. Because all I can see, if you cook for me, clean for me, and you cannot show, I don't care about you cook or clean for me. I care about your respect and how you visual me, what you want me to be as a man. If you willing to push me to be the best man I want to be, that's what I care about. Don't come clean and cook for me. I can get a maid to clean and cook for me, and that is not a wifey duty. If you can cook and clean, a wifey duty is a woman that will set you to hit your maximum goal in life.
Okay,
that's a wife for me, and a woman that will support you and respect you and give you peace of mind, regardless what. Even if she can't cook, she can't clean, I'd rather a woman that can cook and clean. That I don't have a peace. I cannot achieve and become the best of myself, and that's my argument.
Okay, so first of all, did you marry that woman?
100%.
Okay, you said in Nigeria. Did you know your wife in Nigeria?
Huh?
Okay, that's irrelevant.
No.
That's irrelevant.
No. I was thinking if I might.
It's fine.
That's go ahead.
That's irrelevant because what you've just
I feel
said.
like the argument is shifting because I think we're not sticking to
that's why I said I was trying to stop it. But it's fine. Let me bring it back.
Stick to it.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's when you make your argument says
it's good. It's alright.
The reason.
That's fine. It's my turn.
Go ahead.
You see what you just said, right? Proves our point because you said, remember, we said things that a wife does. And one thing that you mentioned that girl did was one of the components of the things we're talking about, which proves our point.
It's not wife duty that.
A wife looks out for you. She does. That's what she did. That's what you just explained. And these are the things we're talking about.
Your argument was clean and cook.
No.
That was it. That was it. No, his argument on the line.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
You do know that I have recording of that.
Of course.
When in an argument have I ever, if you can recall, have I ever talked about a woman cooking and cleaning as a big issue?
Anybody can do that.
Yeah. I've never made that a thing, but that's part of the package. But I've never specifically even mentioned that. So I just said, you have to do things a wife does.
Which examples?
You just mentioned one. She's looking out for you. She want to be sure you're safe. She want to be sure you're careful in what you do. That's a quality that a wife should have.
She wants to be sure you don't go out there and take another one.
I mean, yeah, you can say that, but that's irrelevant. That's irrelevant to this conversation. That's irrelevant to this. But that's why she was.
Sometimes when she's calling you, you think she is a carer. She's not going to make sure her investment is safe.
Yeah. But let's put that aside. Let's just assume that she was looking out for your safety.
Yeah.
And
I
that,
mean, they hide this whether you bring another public. Come on. You know what I mean, man? There are so many sides for every story.
no, that might be our primary reason. But that's
let me hide in the dark. Let's see the report home today. The only reason why a girlfriend will wait for you 1 p.m., 1 a.m., midnight. He not pass to see whether you can another woman come.
You're right. You might have a point there, but at that point, I've had been a situation like that where no one.
If it's your wife that is waiting, she's standing by the door waiting, it's understandable because you are in the same house. She knows that my husband doesn't normally stay this long. If he's staying this long, something must be wrong. Then we'll start trying to call you, trying to see if you're all right and all of that. But a girlfriend that don't even live in your house, that is hiding in the dark to see when you come home.
So to wrap you up,
Yeah, go ahead.
your submission, right, confirms what we're saying. So that just
I love that confirmed.
that dismantles your argument that the woman doesn't have to do perform wifely duties prior to being a wife.
She doesn't have to. But
What
what
you
about,
just-
okay, let's
hold on,
make it clear. Wait, I want to say,
No, hold on.
what's the wifey duty? Let's make that clear first of all.
I've just mentioned loads uncountable times.
Can you tell me the wifey duty?
Wife's duty is to make sure your balls and everything and your stomach is full.
Good. And that defines the wife 100%. That's the duty of the wife in a short run. Don't put other attributes.
No, the one that you just mentioned, the one that you talked about, is one of the key components of that.
No.
She's
Someone that cares about you.
yes, that's what she was
Anyone
doing.
can be that.
No.
Your own boy can be that for you. Though.
No, not in that way. We're not talking about that. This is what I'm saying. Stop moving the goalposts. We're being serious.
I'm serious. What do you mean?
She's looking out for you.
Yes.
So forget about her motive. It might be different, but in this, let's just take it as you said it, because when you told the story, that's what you said she was doing.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
So yes, I'm running with that.
Good.
And if you have said that, it means your argument is completely pointless, because you were saying she shouldn't do none of that because she's not a wife yet, and that's the thing a wife should be doing.
That's not.
Do you not see the problem?
No.
Do you not see your contradiction?
The lady says, I don't want to come to guys' house and clean and cook and do wifey duties if I'm not a wife.
Wifely duties.
Cook
That
and
is
clean.
one of them.
Cook and clean
There is-
was the main duties. I run the home. The wifey duties to run the home though.
No, that's not what she said. That's not what she said.
She said, I've done that before.
Yes, she's done all these things before. Care for a man and do all that. She's never gonna do that again.
Yeah.
And you said, yeah, she shouldn't do that. You shouldn't.
Of course
if you're not a wife, you shouldn't do a wife duty. And I said, okay, now if you want this guy, should you not do things that will make him see you as a potential wife to then marry?